everybody, and welcome back to the world of Movie Melee. I am your host, Kaleb Koho, and tonight the title is on the line. Will the virtuoso Cohen, winning the platinum ticket, is going to be defending for the very first time. He is taking on Jeremy, the Adam Adams, the current team's champion, the former singles champion, beat former team's champion Brian Michaels to get here, and it is going to be electric. Joining me on the desk tonight is Vicious Dylan Van Thine. How you doing, Dylan?
I'm doing very good. Will, look, he had to go through the gauntlet there basically in that tournament, but he made it out. He won the championship in very impressive fashion, not having to answer, I believe, a single question in the round 5, which is very impressive. And Jeremy had a phenomenal showing against Brian Michaels, who is a very strong competitor in his own right. And I think he's looking like a very strong threat to potentially get the title back. And I'm very interested to see how it all shakes out.
All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll get into pre-match interviews, starting with our challenger tonight, Jeremy, the Adam Adams, his manager, Caleb Lobo Boatman. You are taking on Will Cohen. How are you feeling? You beat Brian to get here, and now you get another shot at the title. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little nervous, but it's exciting to be back with the title shot here. And, I've been studying, for taking on Will. I know he has the strength of people named Cohen. So I'm studying, Sacha Cohen, Sacha Baron Cohen, figure skater, all of those people. So I'm really.
Oh,
Doc.
Hi.
What are you doing here, Doc?
I think I won a thing, and I would like to do a thing. Can I do a thing?
You want to do a thing?
I would love to do a thing.
Cameron Redshaw is back. I guess you want to play right now?
Please.
All right. Well, Jeremy, you're going to have to wait. We'll be right back.
Right.
We have a title match to play.
Oh, boy.
What is up, everyone? We just saw you 5 seconds ago for a match that we'll see a little bit later today. But first, we have something very special. Making his return to the world of Movie Melee formally is Cameron Cookie-Wise Redshaw, making his return. And he is challenging for the belt, cashing in on Will the Virtuoso Cohen. We just saw Will win the triple threat, win the platinum ticket, and get this belt. And now Cameron Redshaw is cashing in, and he wants to make a claim at that title. Joining me tonight on the desk is Vicious Dylan Van Thine. How you doing, Dylan?
I'm doing very good. I think this is an interesting matchup because it's Redshaw's first match back in singles, and he's jumping right into a title match. This is actually his third time challenging for a singles title. He's proven to be in the past like one of the best competitors, I think, in this division. He's got a tournament win under his belt. He's done some very impressive stuff. And on the other side, we have Will Cohen, the current singles champion, making his first defense today. Will, I think, is a great example of a player who, if you just look through from where he started and where he ended, you can see a clear progression of how he's improved with every single season. He started out he debuted at the end of 2021 and barely won a singles match against Jake Cruikshank in sudden death. Next season, he was having super competitive matches against people like Payson Johnson. Next season, he went for a run in both divisions. And now here we are in 2024 and dude's the singles champion. So I think this is a fascinating matchup between these two guys. And I'm excited to see how it goes.
Absolutely. It's like the second generation of the multiplex people versus the third. It's like an old new school sort of thing going on with the old new schools, I guess the way to talk about it. We'll go ahead. We'll bring in Cameron Redshaw and his manager, Adelaide Spence. We get a little bit of a Waterloo reunion here. Doc, you have not been in Melee in a rounded format outside of the last one standings in almost a year. How are you feeling about returning to competition and coming back on such a large stage? And why did you choose to cash in now?
That's a great question. When I won the last one standing, I told Sir Nicholas J. Twohig that I wanted to, ease into playing again. And then I somehow talked myself into this. So we'll find out what happens. But I'm excited, though. I'm excited to play again.
Adelaide Spence, do you have anything to add, or are you the silent manager today?
2023 was the year of the Cinderella story. I think Dylan playing for a title was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I played for a title and want to forget about it. It's 2024. Will isn't Cinderella. He's an ugly stepsister whose big-ass foot can't fit in the small shoe. It's time for his reign to end and for Doc to take over.
Damn. All right. Shots fired from Adelaide Spence. So much so that Cody Newberry backstage went, oh, shit. So we'll say goodbye to Spence for now. We'll bring in the champion, Will the Virtuoso Cohen, his manager, Calamity John Marr. Shots fired already. You have had a little bit of a time to breathe as the champion. You get a chance to defend it for the first time. How are you feeling about being here today?
I mean, maybe a little self-conscious about the size of my feet. I'm not going to tell you what size. But other than that, obviously I have some business up front. Epic beer run. Let's go. This is a wild journey. I can't wait. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us today. That's all I really have to say, John.
Couple things. I think the real question in everybody's mind is the thumbnail for this match. Which picture of Brandon Cohen will they use? That's what we need to know right now. And secondly, you don't have to take any shit from Kurt Cobain's bloated corpse anymore. So you tell Spence to be quiet.
Shots fired. Managers trading blows. So we'll say goodbye to John, and we'll get right into round number 1, which works like this. This is the general whiteboard round. You're going to get 8 questions worth 1 point apiece from 8 different areas within the realm of general movie trivia questions. Should you get 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 4 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Doc, we are cool, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Play you.
Cool. Okay.
All right, then your first question will come in the category of actors and actresses. Katharine Hepburn and Winona Ryder have portrayed the same character in different adaptations of what classic novel? Man, what year is it, Dylan, that we are seeing managers trade body blows in the promos again?
Yeah, it's shocking. I wasn't expecting it from these two.
It's
mainly
wild.
their managers, but still.
I mean, yeah, like managers, their job used to be like, I'm going to insult the other person for you while you come in and play trivia. And now it's just, I don't know, we're back to that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, we'll go to Will.
Little Women.
And Doc.
My Little Women.
Little Women is correct. 1-1 as we get to the second question from Dylan Manthine.
In the category of directors, who directed Paris, Texas? There's a comma in here. I don't know if I pronounced it very well.
No, I think you did fine.
All right, cool.
I think that a lot of like places that you're like, oh, that's the location of this place. Like the name, like, and then it's in a different area, and you're like, that's weird to look at. I think there's a lot of those.
Like New York, Quebec.
Is that a thing?
No, but it sounded like it.
It did. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Doc.
Vim Vendors.
And Will.
I had no idea, so I said Steven Soderbergh.
Vim Vendors is correct. 2-1 Doc going into the third question in the category of comedy. In She's All That, Lainey ignores Zach's attempts to befriend her until he asks her for her help with what subject?
Would you say that you are all that?
I'd say I'm all that in a bag of chips, Dylan.
Nice. What kind of chips? Favorite kind of chips?
Favorite kind of chips? Ooh,
Yes.
Doritos. I like good Doritos. What about you?
Sweet chili heat Doritos are pretty good, yeah.
Okay. What?
We also have Miss Vicky's spicy dill in Canada. That's fun.
And spicy dill. We'll go to Will.
I hope I didn't just erase the right answer for math.
And Doc.
I hope you have the right answer. I said math.
No perfect rounds today. The answer was art.
I did. I erased the right it.
So 2-1 as we get to the next question from Dylan.
In the category of music, The Commitments primarily takes place in what European country?
To answer the peanut gallery in the chat, which Doritos? Spicy ranch. Very good. Or is it Cool Ranch?
Oh, yeah. Cool Ranch.
Ranch.
Cool Ranch. Jeez.
Blue bag. Blue bag.
Spicy ranch would be interesting. Spicy ranch would be interesting.
Listen, Spicy Ranch is like fucking the name of the Jimmy John's thing.
Yes.
Chicken Ranch. I just merged the two. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Doc.
I said Scotland.
And we'll go to Will.
And I said Ireland.
We're all tied up 2-2. It is Ireland.
Okay.
So it's close to Scotland. As we get to your next question in the category of the 1970s. Name one of the two actors who play the titular characters in Thunderbolt and Lightfoot.
That's a cool ass title.
Right?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but like, damn. Top 10 just based on the title. Cool name. You know?
Sounds badass.
It does, right?
That could be
Watch
a
it be
team
like really slow art, though.
name.
Here's like, shit.
Directed by Wim Wenders.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
Paul Newman. I have no idea.
We'll go to Doc.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges is correct. The other acceptable answer, Clint Eastwood. So Doc will retake the lead 3-2 as you get to your next question.
In the category of mystery/thriller, in A Lonely Place, what film-based profession does Dick Steele have?
You had the enviable task of having the same word back to back and having two totally different contexts.
Yes.
I hate when that happens in a question where you're like, damn.
I having to write questions like that where it starts with the word in, because I'm like, how do I word this?
Like in, and you're like, oh.
It never looks good. It never looks good on the doc.
Doesn't look good on the dock. Doesn't sound good coming out of your mouth.
No.
It's a.
Doesn't even sound good if it comes out of Doc's mouth.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Doc.
Said screenwriter.
We'll go to Will.
I also said screenwriter.
Screenwriter is correct as we get to your penultimate question in the category of war. Who composed the score for the first 3 films in the Rambo franchise?
Have you seen In a Lonely Place?
I have not, but I have been in a lonely.
Sorry to hear that. Well, the movie's really good. You should check it out.
I've not been in a lonely place, but I've been in. I found love in a lonely.
It's good. Good for you.
3, 2, 1. That would kill if there was like a Brooklyn Veil in the back. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
I have no idea, so I said Alan Silvestri.
We'll go to Doc.
I said James Horner.
Both incorrect. Looking for Jerry Goldsmith. Jerry
The
Goldsmith.
other J.
As we get your final question score is Doc with 4, Will with 3. Hit it with that last question, Dylan.
In the category of recent releases, in what 2023 film is a drink repeatedly referred to as the champagne of beers? It's a good question.
It is a good question. I liked it as soon as I said it. I was like, yeah, it's a good one. Sometimes you like look through the doc and you just like pinpoint like 3 questions and you're like, that's the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's as a question, right?
You'll love to see it.
You'll love to see it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Doc.
This is a phenomenal question. The holdovers.
Oh,
And we'll go to Will.
I said champions.
The holdovers is correct. So at the end of round number 1, Doc will lead 5 to Will's 3. But anything can happen as we get to round number 2, which is the wheel round. And it works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category to land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues down the points, still being only worth 1. Be aware there is stealing in this round. So if you miss, your opponent will get a chance. Your categories on the wheel tonight are David Zucker, directed by Billy Wilder, romantic comedies, Oscars, action adventure, Sandra Bullock rom-coms, stop-motion animated films, classics, comic book movies, and drama. We will start with Doc. Would you like to go first or defer? And we'll bring in your manager, Adelaide Spence.
How you doing, Doc?
Feel good.
Hell yeah. So want to
Yeah.
defer?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Will.
Defer.
Right, so we'll bring in John for what will be Will's first spin at the wheel. And land on romantic comedies. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I think this is safe for you, unless there's something you really want and you're not afraid of the rest of the wheel. I mean,
My gut is telling me to take it.
All right, let's do it then.
Right, so let's take out John. We'll put the wheel back, and I'll go ahead and give Will his questions in the category of romantic comedies. Are you ready, Will?
Let's do this.
Your first question. In Roxanne, Roxanne is studying to become what?
To be safe, let's go multiple.
Your multiple choice options are A, doctor, B, lawyer, C, astronomer, or D, novelist.
I'm going to say doctor.
That is incorrect. Red shot the chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, doctor, B, lawyer, C, astronomer, or D, novelist.
I'll say astronomer.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right, Will, your second question. In what romantic comedy does Abe Vigoda appear as Toby, chief of the Wapani Island tribe?
I think I have an idea, but let's go multiple.
Your multiple choice options are A, couples retreat, B, 50 First Dates, C, Club Paradise, or D, Joe versus the volcano.
Joe versus the volcano.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
Your third question. In Don John, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character is addicted to what?
Pornography.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Who plays Academy Award nominee and British actress Diane Barry in the 1978 film California Suite?
Let's go multiple.
Multiple choice options are A, Maggie Smith, B, Vanessa Redgrave, C, Glenda Jackson, or D, Julie Christie.
Can I get a repeat of those options, please?
Absolutely. Your options, again, are A, Maggie Smith, B, Vanessa Redgrave, C, Glenda Jackson, or D, Julie Christie.
Maggie Smith.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
Your final question, romantic comedies. Who directed the 1954 musical romantic comedy White Christmas?
Oh, crap. Let's go multiple.
Your multiple choice options are A, Stanley Donen, B, Michael Curtiz, C, George Cukor, or D, Robert Wise.
Stanley Donen.
That is incorrect. Red shot the chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, Stanley Donen, B, Michael Curtiz, C, George Cukor, or D, Robert Wise.
Michael Curtiz.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. So at the end of Will's turn, we are tied 7-7 as we bring back the wheel and Adelaide Spence for Doc's spin. And you land on comic book movies. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I know we talked about it.
Yeah.
Are you still?
I'm still very indifferent.
Okay.
There's other things I want less, but I feel like it's
I will
lower
say
tier.
you're tied, so I think you can take a risk because I think as long as you multiple choice smartly, I think you can still come out on top at the end of this round.
Yeah, I'm feeling spin again. If you're
Okay, I'm good with that. Yeah,
let's spin again.
All right, you'll be stuck with whatever you land on this spin. And you land on the category of Oscars.
Good choice. Be smart. Use your time.
All right.
Goes to the back, put the wheel back, and Dylan, you want to go ahead and give Doc his questions in the category of Oscars?
Sure thing. All right. So your first question in the category of Oscars. Mank Schindler's List and The Mission all won which Oscar?
Best cinematography.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who was the first person to win Best Actor at the Oscars?
Yeah, I'll go multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Warren Baxter, B, Charlie Chaplin, C, Emil Jannings, or D, George Arliss.
I'll repeat the options.
All right. Your options again are A, Warren Baxter, B, Charlie Chaplin, C, Emil Jannings, or D, George Arliss.
Yeah, I'll go A.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Will, for the 1 point steal, is it A, Warren Baxter, B, Charlie Chaplin, C, Emil Jannings, or D, George Arliss?
George Arliss?
That is also incorrect. We're looking for C, Emil Jannings.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot he also won. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. All right, your next question. How many Oscars did 2021's Dune win? And we will give you 5 extra seconds for this.
Four, three.
Repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. How many Oscars did 2021's Dune win?
Five, four, three, two.
Repeat it one more time.
All right, that is your second repeat. How many Oscars did 2021's Dune win?
All right. I'll say 7.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Will, for the 2 point steal.
I have a number in my head. 5?
That's also incorrect. We were looking for 6.
God damn it. Okay.
Shot right around.
The categories
Sure about
being
costumes. God damn it.
original score, best sound, best production design, cinematography, film editing, and visual effects. So your penultimate question in this category. What is the only Oscar Elizabeth won for films released in 1998?
Best costume design.
That is incorrect. Will, for the 2 point steal.
Best supporting actor.
is also incorrect. We're looking for best makeup.
I was between two.
So then your final question in this category. What film won the Oscar for Best Original Song for films released in 1977?
I'll go multiple.
Your options are A, The Spy Who Loved Me, B, Pete's Dragon, C, You Light Up My Life, or D, Norma Ray.
I was doubting myself after the last bunch. You light up my life.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, so at the end of Doc Spin, he gets a score up to 10. Will stays at 7. But anything can happen as we get to round number 3, which is the deep cuts round. It works like this. Each competitor picks 2 movies in which to receive 1 deep cut question. Each film's question is worth 2 points apiece. Will has all 4 repeats. Doc has 2. Any questions as we get to round number 3? All right, then your first film selected was 2005's Beast. Your question is, what specifically is said to be vet's life expectancy?
Have you seen this film? It seems like a Koho movie.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's probably not. I lied.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
Don't ask, don't tell.
And Doc.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell is correct. Both get 2 points as you get to your next movie.
In Kentucky Fried Movie, in the Danger Seeker segment, what is Rex Kramer's part-time job? We are looking for a specific answer.
We need to come up with a hand motion for specific. You know how Twohig has like the chin?
Yes.
We need, like,
What's the opposite of this? Like,
specific. I don't
there
know,
we go.
specific.
I like that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like Cody's in the back. Pens down. We'll go to Doc.
Airline mechanic.
And we'll go to Will.
Airline mechanic.
Airline mechanic is correct. As we get to your next question, which is from the movie The Social Network. While talking to Mark, Marilyn quips that which country doesn't have roads, but it has Facebook? Do you have Facebook?
Yes. I wouldn't really be in this league if I didn't have one, to be honest.
I know a couple competitors that I converse with purely through Twitter.
That's true, because they were brought in by other people who have Facebook.
Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
Iran.
And we'll go to Doc.
Bosnia.
Bosnia is correct. We'll go to your final question, which is from what movie, Dylan?
In the film Big Fish, when Edward meets Sandra at Auburn, he says that he has been through a lot in the past 3 years, including incurring what specific injury twice?
I don't have one. I was trying to think of something, but
Yeah.
I keep
Sounds
getting
like a rough
distracted. I keep getting distracted. I come up with bits, and then I'll look down halfway through the joke, and Cody's either laughing or like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like it's a bad joke. So I'm playing to the back of the room, and the room is a tepid audience. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Doc.
I don't know. I said breaking right ankle.
We will go to Will.
I just had stabbed.
Both incorrect. We were looking for broken ribs or broke his ribs.
Yeah.
So at the end of the deep cut round, Doc gets his score up to 16. Will with 11. and thinking of as we get around it before, which is the Revenge of the Wheel round. Each competitor is going to give a category to their opponent where they will answer 5 questions without the aid of multiple choice. Each question worth 2 points. We'll bring back the wheel, and Doc Sister Lee will bring in Adelaide Spence. You can choose category and which order.
I think we stick to the
We're going to
plan.
stick to the
right?
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Keith Nail. Will, you're getting classics.
There you go.
All right. So we'll
Shocker.
have Spence in the back, and as well as the wheel. And Dylan, you want to go ahead and give Will his questions in the category of classic?
Sure thing. All right, Will, your first question in the category of classics. Who plays Miss Giddens, the new governess of 2 young children at the mysterious Bly estate in 1961's The Innocents?
No idea. Angela Lansbury.
It's unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for Deborah Kerr.
Okay.
Your next question. What is the name of the magazine James Stewart's character Mike Connor works for in the Philadelphia story?
Oh no. The New York Post.
Fortunately incorrect. We're looking for Spy magazine.
Oh, right. Okay.
Next question. In Sayonara, Joe, a U.S. military airman, incurs the disapproval of the military and his friends after deciding to marry a woman from what Asian country?
Japan.
That is correct for 2 points.
Wow.
And your penultimate question in this category. What 1930s romance film centers around a Frenchman and an American woman that fall in love after meeting on a ship and agree to meet again in 6 months if they still feel the same?
I'm going to say Love Story.
Very close. We're actually looking for Love Affair.
Okay.
So your final question in this category. In Midnight Cowboy, what job did Joe Buck have before leaving Texas to become a male prostitute in New York City?
A rodeo rider.
That is incorrect. We were looking for dishwasher.
Okay.
So at the end of Will's turn, he gets his score up to 13, as we will bring in John and the wheel for what they will give to Doc.
I mean, do you want to do comic book movies? Or do you want to do something else?
I mean, we can't really steal here, obviously. So I was either thinking comic book movies or action adventure.
Yeah, those are probably the 2 best choices.
So so action adventure seems to be broader.
That's true.
But comic book movies, might have more specific things that being
That's
a fan
also
of the
true.
you won't.
That's also true.
Which do you think would be the better choice?
My gut was comic book movies, but I think there's a case for action adventure if that's what you ultimately wind up doing. I'm not mad at it. So
he's the one who put comic book movies on here, so he could have been studying them.
all right, true.
Let's go action adventure.
All right, sounds good.
Action adventure it is. All right, Doc, I'll go ahead and give you your first question in action adventure.
Okay.
In Romancing the Stone, Jack's dream is to buy what kind of item that we see him with at the end of the movie?
I'll say a boat.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In Executive Decision, Hassan's plan is to crash the plane loaded with nerve agent into what American city?
New York City.
That is incorrect. You're looking for Washington, D.C. Your third question. Who plays Marion Snow, who is trying to rescue the president's daughter from an orbiting prison in 2012's Lockout?
We got 4 repeats in this match, right?
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll use a repeat.
That's your third repeat. Your question is, who plays Marion Snow, who is trying to rescue the president's daughter from an orbiting prison in 2012's Lockout?
Yeah, that was a waste. Michelle Monaghan.
It's incorrect. We're looking for Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce.
Couldn't even lock in the...
Your fourth question, action adventure. Giovanni Ribisi plays an engineer who designs radio-controlled model planes in what action adventure film?
I'll say Eagle Eye.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Flight of the Phoenix. And your final question, action adventure. Who directed the 2020 action movie Boss Level?
I'll just say Sean Levy.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Joe Carnahan. So at the end of that round, each get a question.
Oh, Adelaide wants to be brought in.
Hi. So 2 things here. Number one, it's going to be a 2021 film and also was not released theatrically, so it's not eligible.
So bring
Which
Joe
one of
in.
those do we want the challenge
Are
to be?
you on the challenge?
I think let's just challenge that it's not a 2020. Was the question 2020 or 2020s?
We gotta make a call, right? Talking out of the challenge.
I want to rehear the question really quick before I confirm.
Yeah.
Okay. Question again. Who directed the 2020 action movie Boss Level?
Yeah, it is not released in 2020 anywhere except for one festival. I think we challenge throw the question out.
Yeah, I agree. Challenge.
Great. Challenge.
All right, we'll be right back from the show.
Now we can. Sorry.
Is that a challenge?
All right, back from the challenge. The release year was incorrect on Boss Level, so we threw the question out, and we have a replacement one for Doc. And your question is, who directed 2022's Memory starring Liam Neeson?
It's the same guy.
5, 4, 3.
Stephen Cable Jr.
That is incorrect. Looking for Martin Campbell.
Oh.
So we are still 18-13 as we go into round number 5, which is the pick your poison round, and it works like this. Each competitor has drafted categories to be selected from round 3. From that pool, they will now draft again 4 categories. Once they have those 4 categories selected, once you've selected a category, your opponent cannot take that category. And once everyone has their 4 categories, they'll get questions for 1, 2, 3, and 4 point values. So We'll go ahead and let them drop their categories, which are Oscars, rom-coms, classics, action adventure, 2010s, 1990s, animation and comedy. We'll be back momentarily. All right, our competitors tonight have drafted their categories. Will, you are behind. What category would you like for your 1 point question?
And we'll do action for 1, please.
Action adventure for 1 point. Your question is thus. The vessels The Dying Gull and The Silent Mary can be found in what 2010s action adventure film?
Let's get a repeat on that, please.
We will, of course, repeat your question again. The vessels The Dying Gull and The Silent Mary can be found in what 2010s action adventure film?
I am really having a hard time hearing the dying what? Gull? Gull?
Correct, yes.
Dying gull. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
That is correct for 1 point.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Okay.
Will, would you like for your 2 point question?
Good call, John. 90s, please.
90s it is. Your 2 point question. Who directed Jacob's Ladder and 1997's Lolita?
Oh, fuck. Joel Schumacher?
That is incorrect. Looking for Adrian Lynn.
Fuck. Okay.
What would you like for your 3 point question?
Let's do comedy, please.
Comedy. Your question is: in Coming to America, Akeem describes a football game to McDowell involving the New York Giants and what other NFL team?
The San Francisco 49ers.
That is incorrect. Looking for the Green Bay Packers. So
Okay.
it comes down to this. Will have to answer his 4-pointer in romantic comedies. If he hits, Redshaw will have to answer some questions. If he misses, Redshaw will win the match. So your 4-pointer in the category of romantic comedies is: in Working Girl, Tessa's boss, Catherine, injures her leg while doing what activity?
You're going to say skiing.
That is correct for 4 points. So with that, we will go over to Redshaw. What category would you like for your 1 point question?
Let's take Oscars and hope.
All right. Dylan, you want to go ahead and give us 1 point question in the category of Oscars?
Sure.
Can I get a
And
score update?
We're
Yeah, it
tied
was-
at 18.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so if Redshaw
If
hits any
Redshaw
of
hits
his,
any of his questions, you will win.
Right.
so your question in the category of Oscars: what was the first film to win both Best Picture and Best Director at the Oscars?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
And your winner and new Movie Melee Singles Champion, Cameron Redshaw. The answer was All Quiet on the Western Front. What a game, Dylan. Thoughts on the match?
Yeah, great game. Look, I think it was a. I don't know. I don't have a lot of thoughts on this one. It's interesting. I think both guys are honestly had a bit of an off day today. I think it's fair to say there were some really tough questions. Just Redshaw was able to pull ahead slightly in round one, and then just get slightly more in round 2, and that just kept happening from round to round to where it was hard for Will to catch up. Like there was no single round really that screwed over any player. It's just Cameron was like slightly edging out Will in every round, and it just kept accumulating. And great game. Congrats to Cameron for. It seems like third time's a charm. Now he can finally call himself the singles champion, and congrats to him. We all know that. Well, not all of us, but we know that feeling. It's good.
Thanks, Dylan. We'll go
Sorry.
Ahead. We'll start with our unfortunate loser today, Will Cohen. I think, like Dylan said, not probably your best showing, but I think you kept this close. Like in a lot of matches, in like a lot of these rounds, this was like he got Oscars, and you were still as close as could be coming out of round 2. You were still down just a couple points going into round 5. How are you feeling about the match?
So I think what I'm most downhearted about is not that I lost. You're right. I kept it as close as I humanly could have with the performance I was putting in. I was having an absolute off day. That's what happens when you between all the leagues you're playing in. This is like the 8th match I've been playing, and unfortunately, I'm not even done. Like whatever run I'm in right now. So I think what's disheartening to me is that I think there's going to be a narrative about how, like for lack of a better term, like the false champion fell to a more senior player. I saw Dylan shake his head. I know that some people are going to say this. You might not. No one on this call might not. People are going to say this. I know that people hated the fact that I was the champion in the first place. So it is what it is. But being down as much as I was, being able to pull that one when I had absolutely no idea. I don't know how many times I've seen that, that 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I do not remember any of those ships. That's a tough ass 1-pointer as far as I'm concerned. But on the flip side, maybe it's just because I've seen Working Girl like once when I was a kid, but I do remember the skiing incident in that. So whatever. I think I have the goods to come back. I don't know how things fully work now that I have held the championship belt, and I'm sure that's something that we can talk about off call. But while this does take a stumbling block onto like the epic beer run, I think you will see me back, and I think I will come back and just absolutely tear it up. So we'll see what happens.
I agree. Like I said to Will, not on camera last time, but now when they write their blogs, they may put your name at the bottom of the list, but they have to type those letters in that order, and that's going to kill people to do that, to write Will Cohen in those articles. So take pleasure in that. And also, I never want to hear Dylan talking about Cam edging ever again. Let's talk to the other guy.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Whoops. It's a bad time to stutter.
So this does give you a bit of a break here in the Melee singles. I'm sure this is not the last time we will see you in the division this year. When you come back, is there anyone you are hoping to face maybe on the road back to this spot?
I feel like there's some new blood out there that I would love to face. But at the same time, if I'm going to go with players that I've encountered recently, honestly, I think in singles I would like to try and play Matthew Chen. I would love to see that again because he is a very strong competitor, and I want to see what happens when both of us are at our A game.
Sure. Well, maybe we will see Matthew and you in the ring this year again. We will see, but we will see you very soon. We'll bring in our new Movie Melee singles champion, Cameron Redshaw. I think it is a pretty impressive feat regardless of how you want to, how it crumbles cookie wise. When you come back into the league after a year off and win the belt on the first match, that's an unprecedented success story. How are you feeling in this exact moment? How are you feeling about your performance today? And overall, welcome back.
How cool would it be if I just vacated it now and then I came back in a year and a half? I'm just kidding. No, I feel good. I'll get the self-deprecating out of the way. I feel like round 2 did not go well. It was between 2 right answers on a couple of those because I forgot about Cruella. It's like I forgot about Dre. But yeah, I'm very excited. When I signed up for this league, what was that, 4.5 years ago? I didn't think I could do it. I watched matches and I was like, I'm screwed. I can't hang with these people. And I just wanted to meet people who shared in my passion with me. And yeah, I never expected this. I never believed my own hype in my first season. When I first lost to Menchaca, I was like, okay, people know I'm not the real deal anymore. And it was only like in 2021 that I started to believe it. So thank you to everyone who believed in me. And I'm excited. Thank you to Adelaide for getting me here. I would not have joined this league probably if Adelaide didn't really show me the way. To Kaleb Koho, Caleb Boatman, Cameron Holzman, Thomas Scully, everyone in Rogue Nation, and of course to my beautiful wife, who's the most supportive person I know. So thank you, everyone.
Adelaide Spence, you had very hard words in the promo, and your player paid off. Your player came out with the win. So how are you feeling in this moment for your former team partner?
Doc and I shouldn't have been a team. A tornado is literally the difference between me being here today and me being a little bit more depressed. I'm so happy to see like one of my best friends in this community do this. And he was very anxious before this, like ring rust be damned, but it's always going to be a fear for players coming back. And say what you will, like maybe the score wasn't as high as we want it to be, but this man was an article away from holding this belt a year and a half ago. It's time. The reign of Cookie Wise starts today. And we have tough competition after this, but that's okay. Because there's 2 things that are important in this world after this match ends. Number 1, Coda, greatest dog of all time. Yes. And number 2, getting snazzed up, going to your Oscars party, knowing that you're cooler than everyone else because you have a movie trivia title, which is not cool, but also really cool. It balances out.
So I'm glad you mentioned that because I do have to cut this short because we do have another match for you to go play right now. So congratulations. You're defending immediately. So we'll see you over there.
Awesome.
So no time to rest. No rest for the wicked. We don't have time to tell you, Doc. You gotta go. So from everyone here, that has been Will. That has been Doc. That has been Spence. That has been John. That has been Dylan. I've been Caleb. We'll see you guys in just a couple minutes for Doc's first defense. Bye-bye. Dylan, what the hell has been today? Cameron Redshaw, back from retirement, beats Will Cohen for the belt, and he gets no rest. He has to play Jeremy Adams right now. What thoughts before we get this thing started?
Yeah, crazy. It was such a crazy turn of events. I was so excited after the announcement from Red Shaw. I had to change clothing. And then after that, that was such an exciting match. I had to change clothing again. Now we're here. Should be a really interesting one. Yeah, look, it's going to be a tough one. Jeremy is a tough competitor to go immediately into a title defense against. But I think if the way Red Shaw's been playing recently, I think he's very much up to the task. So I'm very excited to see how this match goes.
Absolutely. So we'll go ahead. We're going to talk to Jeremy right now. Jeremy Adams' manager, Kaleb Lobo Boatman. You were prepared to play Will, and now you're playing Doc. You still beat Brian to get here, and you're still getting a shot at that belt. How are you feeling about playing Doc? It wasn't exactly what you expected.
No, it's pretty nerve-wracking. Doc Cameron Redshaw is a really great player. I love the story that the both of us, left for a while, came back, and we've been both playing with a vengeance, and I guess it was just in the stars that I was going to face him. But it's an honor, it's a friendly match. We're both in the same faction, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be kind of a bloodbath because, these title formats are pretty tough and involves a lot of studying, a lot of strategy, and I'm a little bloody coming into this, and I'm hoping I'm not too bloody coming out. But, I've got Kaleb in my corner. He's gotten me through to a title in the team. So I'm hoping having him in my corner will help me here today.
I don't know if I think I said this in the post-match with Jeremy Bryan. Or no, I didn't. But because we didn't know this. But yeah, I don't know if we've ever had a match between two nicer people than Jeremy and Red Shaw against each other. That is just, this is going to be such a fun time. Like two fierce competitors. But Jeremy, is been playing lights out lately. I think you've got a real good chance. Let's just stay focused and come what may.
Absolutely.
So we'll say goodbye to Boat. We'll bring in the champion, Cameron Cookie Wise Redshaw, his manager. Spence had to disappear because here's Javi. You're playing Jeremy right away. First defense, you step in. You challenge Will, it's successful, and now you got to play again. How are you feeling in this moment about having to turn right around and play again?
Well, I just had to one-up Dylan. I had to move to a house, move back to my apartment, and then move to the house again, just for this. So, but no, I'm very excited. Before Koho rudely interrupted me in the post-match interview saying, "Oh, you're playing again," I was going to say that one of the people I wanted to play in my first defense was Jeremy, for sure. Jeremy and I's paths have just barely missed each other. Like the moment I entered the league is when he left, and then the moment I left, he came back. And so our destinies just keep missing each other. But he's easily one of the best players I've never played, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I like both these people. I don't manage Melee often, as you can tell, because I'm not a good Melee player. But hopefully, listen, good news is we love both these players. Whoever wins, it stays within the faction, so that's really cool. I'm just here to make sure Redshaw keeps calm. If he ever wants to talk about anything, like whether it's like wheel spins or like how his day's going, he can always bring me in. And just
every couple minutes, can you put in the chat a reminder to breathe?
Yeah, I can do that, and I can type in the answers to the questions, right?
No, that is not.
Oh, okay, then I'm not doing that. Sorry, I thought. Never mind. Got it.
Cool. Glad we got that out of the way. Thanks, Avi. So with that, we'll get into round number one, which works like this: you're each going to get 8 questions from 8 different areas within the realm of general movie trivia. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 4 repeats for the entire of this 5-round match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Good luck.
Good luck, Jeremy.
All right, then your first question will come in the category of the 2010s. Who plays Mr. Perlman, Elio's father, in Call Me By Your Name? It's such an intense question. My dog Suki had to chime in.
Oh.
She had to say something.
Did they say the answer?
No.
Okay,
Luckily.
good.
Suki does not watch movies. Chip, on the other hand, does.
That's why he's withholding the answer.
Exactly. Suki likes interpretive dance. 5.
I see.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Doc.
Michael Stuhlbarg.
We're going to go to Jeremy.
Michael Stuhlbarg.
Michael Stuhlbarg is correct. 1-1 going into the second question from Dylan.
In the category of horror, how does Bill Skarsgård's character Keith die in Barbarian?
What a spoiler. I've never seen this movie.
It happens like relatively early on.
Okay, then I'm fine. I mean, I was never going to watch it, but like, whatever.
No, it's a good film. Good film. I know that's probably not going to convince you coming from me, but still.
Good film.
I'll take your word for it.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Jeremy.
His neck is snapped.
And we are going to go to Doc.
I said like head crushed against the floor. I think Mom.
Can you see the answer again? Hold on.
We can accept Doc's answer.
Okay.
The answer we have is beaten to death / head is smashed.
Okay.
So Doc will take the 2-1 lead as we get to your third question in the category of the 1990s. Who composed the score for Philadelphia? Whole city has just a score.
That's crazy. The royalty check must be like solid for that.
Oh yeah, you don't want to know what the score for Grand Forks is. You just don't want to know.
Oh,
Goes a little something like "Homeboy, that's a Tuesday." Not great.
Hey, it wasn't that bad. I'll give you that.
3, thank you. 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Doc,
I said James Newton Howard.
and we'll go to Jeremy.
John Williams.
Both incorrect. You're looking for Howard Shore.
Yeah.
Howard Shore. So Doc will remain 2-1, but there is no perfect rounds as we go to your fourth question.
In the category of westerns, or as the doc says, westerners, your question. What profession did the titular character go to school for before returning home at the beginning of Cat Ballou? Or Bayou? I'm not sure how that's pronounced.
I think you said it right. I love sometimes these little like errors in the document. I think that could be a fun thing just for us as writers to see. It's just the category is just a version of the word and a different word surrounding it.
That's fine.
Maybe.
I like giving the writers crap.
I feel like there's like one writer who would take that way too far, and then we're like, we can't have fun like this anymore, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, Mark Menchaca. Pens down. We will go to Doc.
I said teacher.
We'll go to Jeremy.
I said lawyer.
Teacher is correct. So Doc will take the 3-1 lead as we go to your next question in the category of music. In what 70s music film will you find a political party called the Replacement Party?
Have you been to many political parties?
No.
Hmm.
I haven't been to many parties. I imagine they're fun.
Yeah, they're all right.
I haven't really been. The biggest party I went to was like my birthday party, but no one went to it, and therefore I was not selected first overall by the Cleveland.
Well, I wasn't invited.
I know, I'm sorry.
So I would have been there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jeremy.
Nashville.
We'll go to Doc.
Nashville.
Nashville is correct. So 4-2 as we get to your next question.
In the category of Oscars, who was the only person to be nominated for Best Supporting Actor for playing a real person for films released in 2021?
I love questions like this because it's recent history. But like, throw it out of your mind. It's not me. Recent.
True.
Come on. This is why I wasn't invited to parties, Dylan. I was not.
Sorry.
This is why I wasn't invited. I wasn't invited to many parties for this specific reason.
I'm gonna be honest, your audio is a little weird there, so I was like trying to just make out what you were saying in general.
You know, that's valid. Am I okay now? Can you hear me?
You're
all right?
good. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. I think it was like your mic whenever you're doing this.
3, 2, 1. I guess we'll just keep my hands to myself. I don't know. Pens down. We will go to Doc.
J.K. Simmons.
We'll go to Jeremy.
I didn't have it.
J.K. Simmons is correct. 5-2 in favor of Retro as we get to your penultimate question in the category of directors. 1986's About Last Night was the directorial debut of what filmmaker? Whispered sweet nothings into my ear. The audience didn't even get to hear it. I didn't even get to hear it. That's how sweet that.
Yeah.
No, the world will never know what was said.
Yeah, someone knocked on my door. I had to yell at him. What?
You see this freeloader sitting here, just
This
relaxing
guy.
on this damn bed right here over my shoulder? He's just like,
That's crazy.
I live here. I pay no rent. I do nothing. I'm mad at you right now.
Get a job, dog.
4, 3, 2, 1. Win a belt. Then you can lay on the bed. Pens down. We're going to go to Jeremy.
Edward Zwick.
And we're going to go to Doc.
I said John McTiernan.
Edward Zwick is correct. Jeremy cutting into that lead 5-3 as we go to the final question of the first round, which is in what category, Dylan?
In the category of sports, what NBA team does Quincy play for in Love and Basketball?
Have you experienced the sensation of love or basketball or both simultaneously?
Individually, yes.
Individually.
Yes.
Whenever
it's basketball time, it's always like laser focused.
You know what? You're right.
Yes.
Me being the physical specimen I am, I have never experienced love. Only basketball.
Can you dunk?
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dylan, I'm like 5'4". Pens down. We're gonna go to Jeremy.
The Knicks.
We're gonna go to Doc.
That makes more sense than the Spurs.
Both incorrect. Looking for the Los Angeles Lakers. I
Should've been easier.
I played the video, but they suck right now. So it is 5-3 in favor of Red Straw coming out of round number 1. But anything can happen as we get to round number 2, which is the wheel round. It works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeliside.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues it down to being only worth 1 point. Be aware there is stealing in this round, so you do not want to give up any of those. Your categories on the wheel tonight are directed by Billy Wilder, Hammer Horror, 2010s, 1980s, stop-motion animated movies, The Exorcist franchise, recent releases, 90s, and romance per the champion's request. There is no spinner's or opponent's choice on this wheel. And Doc, since you are in the lead, you'll get to decide if you'd like to go first or defer. Here's your manager hobby.
Before we decide anything, take a deep breath. Okay, good. You want to go first?
I don't want to spin first.
Okay,
Unless
we will go
you
second
are-
before.
Okay.
Breathe.
Defer.
Just like about a hobby. This will be the first spin for Jeremy as we bring in his manager, Mr. Bogan. And land on romance. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I feel like this is pretty neutral.
I don't know how neutral it is.
That's fair. Then do we want to spin again? Or
I
you
may,
feel-
yeah. I think I'm gonna spin again.
Okay. Let's spin
Yeah.
again.
Right.
And you'll be stuck with the category of stop-motion animated movies.
Well, that didn't work out.
All right, so we'll send Mr. Boatman away and the wheel. And I'll go ahead and I'll give Jeremy his questions in the category of stop-motion animation. Are you ready, Jeremy?
Yeah.
All right, your first question. Who voices Courgette's social worker Raymond in the English dub of My Life as a Zucchini?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Ron Perlman, B, Nick Offerman, C, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, or D, Harvey Keitel.
B.
B, Nick Offerman is correct for 1 point. Your second question. In Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, what is the name of the rabbit who begins to display aspects of Wallace's personality?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Doppler, B, Winston, C, Hutch, or D, Windows.
C. Hutch.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. In Mary and Max, after Max won the lottery, He spent the money on Noblet figurines and a lifetime supply of what?
Multiple choice.
The multiple choice options are A, chocolate, B, cereal, C, soda, or D, gummy bears.
Cereal.
That is incorrect. Red shot the chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, chocolate, B, cereal, C, soda, or D, gummy bears.
Chocolate.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right, so we will move on to Jeremy's penultimate question in the category of stop motion animation. In a town called Panic, Cowboy and Indian plan on building what for horse as a birthday gift?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, tool shed, B, fish pond, C, barbecue, or D, garden.
A tool shed.
That is incorrect. Red shot the chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, tool shed, B, fish pond, C, barbecue, or D, garden.
Barbecue.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. And so we move on to Jeremy for your final question in stop motion animation. What is the name of the group Queen Elizabeth is a member of, which eats rare animals in the Pirates Band of Misfits?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Secret Dining Society, B, the Royal Rarities Commission, C, Endangered and Edible, or D, the March to Extinction Club.
C.
That is incorrect. Red shot the chance to the 1 point steal. Your options are A, Secret Dining Society, B, the Royal Rarities Commission, C, Endangered and Edible, or D, the March to Extinction Club.
Oh man. I'll say B.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for A, Secret Dining Society. So at the end of Jeremy's turn, he gets the score up to 5. Those steals put Redshaw up at 7. We move on to Redshaw's spin to bring Hobby.
Are you breathing, Richo? Are you breathing?
A little bit.
You know, I know the Exorcist franchise. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I don't
No?
think so.
All right, that's fine.
No.
Cool. DJ, do the thing that DJs do.
I don't believe any of this here is a current active DJ, but we will do it. You land on the category of the 2010s, and you will be stuck with it.
All right,
Okay,
well,
we'll
we'll
see.
get through it. Breathe, multiple choice, repeats. Town called Panic.
Okay. So, Dylan, you want to go ahead and give Redshaw's questions in 2010s?
Sure thing. So your first question in the category of the 2010s. In Good Boys, what drug do the boys accidentally steal?
Molly.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. In Locke, what European city does Tom Hardy drive to over the course of the film?
Multiple choice.
Right. Your options are A, Belfast, B, Glasgow, C, London, or D, Liverpool.
I'll say Liverpool.
It's unfortunately incorrect, Jeremy, for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Belfast, B, Glasgow, C, London, or D, Liverpool?
A.
Is also incorrect. We were looking for London.
Seemed too easy.
So your third question. Who plays Joe's father, Thomas Coughlin, in Live by Night? Hope I said that right.
Yeah, I need multiple.
All right. Your options are A, Clark Gregg, B, Ed Harris, C. Chris Cooper, or D. Brendan Gleeson?
I'll say Chris Cooper.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Jeremy, for the 1 point steal, is it A. Clark Gregg, B. Ed Harris, C. Chris Cooper, or D. Brendan Gleeson?
Ed Harris.
It's also incorrect. We were looking for Brendan Gleeson. Your penultimate question in this category. Courageous centers around men with what profession?
Repeat.
All right. Your question again. Courageous centers around men with what profession?
Firefighters?
It's unfortunately incorrect. Jeremy, for the 2 point steal.
Police officers.
That is correct for the 2 point steal. Then your final question in this category. What 2010s film features a cast including Ryan Gosling, Michael Fassbender, Natalie Portman, and Rooney Mara?
Three.
I feel so dumb when I hear it. Multiple choice.
Your options are A. A Light Between Oceans, B. The Snowman, C. Song to Song, or D. All Good Things.
I think I feel less bad now. Song to Song.
That is correct for 1 point.
I don't mind
And
forgetting.
round number 2, Bradshaw leads with 10, but that steal puts Jeremy up to 7. But anything that happens to get into round number 3, which is the deep cuts round. It works like this. Each competitor chose 2 movies to receive 1 deep cut question from. These questions are each worth 2 points apiece. And your first question in the deep cuts round, Dylan, comes from what movie?
In the film Fantastic Mr. Fox, before leaving to raid Bean's cider cellar, Mr. Fox lies to Felicity about going to a book party at an animal's nest in what kind of field? This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all right.
It's not my,
Maybe ever made.
not my cup of tea, I guess. No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, we'll go to Bradshaw.
I don't know this one. I said wheat.
We will go to Jeremy.
Beanfield.
Both incorrect. Looking for a tobacco field. Score stays the same as we get to your next question, which comes from the Kentucky Fried Movie. In United Appeal for the Dead, what are 2 of the 3 things Henry Gibson says you should do if you die?
This is not one of my favorite movies of all time. Wouldn't you believe it?
It's not one of mine either.
You should do or you shouldn't do. I'm sorry. You should do?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Bradshaw got that one first, so that'll be his second repeat. Your Your question again. In United Appeal for the Dead, what are 2 of the 3 things Henry Gibson says you should do if you die?
Yeah, no, this movie's not that great though.
Oh, no, it's not. Don't like it. Not one bit.
Well, you've seen it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You did play well, didn't you?
I just play Will Cohen. Yes, that's the thing I did this year. Thank you. It's not a good time.
Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jeremy.
I can only think of what he said he shouldn't do: drive a car and operate heavy machinery.
And we will go to Red Shot.
I'm on the exact same wavelength as Jeremy. Do not drive, do not operate heavy machinery.
Both are correct.
Okay, cool.
The other option we had was talk. So both are correct. We move on to your next movie, which is what, Dylan?
Which is the film Wayne's World 2. What detergent does Cassandra use to do Wayne's laundry?
You do a lot of laundry.
I do enough laundry.
Me too.
Nice.
They are snoring. I don't know if it's getting on my audio, but these two are snoring.
That's the appropriate response to that banter.
What? The audience also snored. So we're going to go to Red Shaw.
I feel like I mixed up some letters. I said Colgan.
And we will go to Jeremy.
Calgon.
Calgon is correct. So Jeremy cuts in. It is 12-11 going into the last question of the deep cuts round, which is from the movie Cosmopolis. After Elise tells Eric that she likes to ask the taxi drivers where they come from, Eric says that they come from what 2 things? You like this one.
I do.
I haven't seen
Mainly for deep cuts, because there's a lot of details in it.
Fair point. I have not.
I don't think you'd enjoy it very much.
I don't think I would either.
I'm going to be real.
I feel like we've gotten to the point where you judge my taste pretty accurately.
Yeah. Most people that I make watch this movie don't like me very much afterwards, except for Jeremy, apparently.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, we will go to Jeremy.
And I think I'm off. Horror and despair.
And we'll go to Red Shaw.
I think that's closer than me. I said pain and misery.
Horror and despair is correct.
Oh my God! Are you kidding
the lead, 13-12, as we move into round number 4, which is the Revenge of the Wheel round. It works like this: each competitor is going to choose from the remaining categories what they like to give to their opponent, where they will get all 5 questions without the aid of multiple choice. Questions still worth 2 points, but no multiple choice to save you. Jeremy, you are in the lead now, so we'll go to you. What category would you like to give Mr. Redshaw? We'll bring back the wheel so you can see your option.
Are you feeling horror 80s? What do you think between horror and 80s, Caleb?
My logic is, I think horror you got a lot of writers that really know their horror. I think horror might just go a little bit deeper.
Yeah, based on the questions from our team's title match,
yeah,
they were pretty deep. So
yeah, I think let's go horror.
Let's go horror.
All right, horror it is. We'll flip the wheel back and say goodbye to Boatman. Dylan, you want to go ahead and give Jeremy's questions in the category of horror?
Aren't they Cameron's?
Cameron's. Why did I say Jeremy? Cameron's.
Okay.
My bad.
You're good. All right. Your first question in the category of horror. In what 80s horror film will you find characters named Trash, Scuzz, Spider, and Suicide?
I'll say The Lost Boys.
It's unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for The Return of the Living Dead. They're punks. Anyways.
Trash is so hot. Trash is very attractive.
Your next question. In Lights Out, how does Rebecca's and Martin's mother finally make the malevolent spirit... Wait, what? Hold on, let me try this again. In Lights Out, how does Rebecca's and Martin's mother finally make the malevolent spirit known as Diane disappears?
It's been a while.
5, 4, 3.
Let's say expose her to sunlight.
Unfortunately, incorrect. Unfortunately, back-to-back suicide questions. The answer is she commits suicide. So there you go.
Great.
Anyways, your next question. Who plays the religious fanatic Mrs. Carmody in The Mist?
Yeah, I don't have this one. I'll say Ellen Burstyn.
Unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Marcia Gay Harden.
Oh, yeah.
So your penultimate question in this category. At the end of the 1933 version of The Invisible Man, the police set fire to what type of building in which the Invisible Jack is hiding?
A church?
That is incorrect. We were looking for a barn. So then your final question in this category. Abel Ferrara directed what 1990s horror remake?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
That is Redshaw's third repeat.
Abel Ferrara directed what 1990s horror remake?
Five, 4, 3.
Damn it, I wasted the repeat.
One.
The Omen.
Is incorrect. We're looking for Body Snatchers.
There. Yeah.
All right, so coming out of that round, Doc stays at 12 as we will bring in Mr. Javi and the list as to what Jeremy will receive for his turn.
Good, Red Shot. Don't even worry about it. Recent releases.
That's yeah. I think that's where I'm leaning.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. Recent releases, or actually, he spun away for romance. I don't know.
But I feel like there's going to be a lot of romance that falls into his wheelhouse. I mean, he sees movies and stuff too. There's not a bad category here for Jeremy.
I don't know. Your inclination is recent releases. Yeah, let's go recent releases. That's fine. Just wanted to talk about.
Recent releases is the choice. All right, so Jeremy, I'll go ahead and give you your questions in the category of recent releases. Your first question. In No Hard Feelings, Percy's parents hire Maddie to date him to help bring him out of his shell before he attends what university?
Harvard?
That's incorrect. We're looking for Princeton.
Ah.
Your second question. Gemma Chan, Allison Janney, and Ken Watanabe provide supporting performances in what 2023 film?
The Creator?
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Who stars as Golda Meir in Golda?
Helen Mirren.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your fourth question. In The Flash, when all the realities begin falling in on each other, Nicolas Cage's Superman is seen fighting what kind of creature?
A spider.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question. Next Goal Wins is about Michael Fassbender coaching the soccer team of what territory?
American Samoa.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Good job.
Thanks, Cameron.
So at the end of round 4, Jeremy takes the lead 21-12 as we move into round number 5, which is the Pick Your Poison round. And it works like this. Each competitor has put categories on a big board in which to draft. Each competitor is going to go back and forth until all the categories are selected. Once your competitor has taken a category, your opponent cannot select that category as either. Once you have your 4 categories, you will choose your 1, 2, 3, and 4 point value. We'll go until there's a mathematical elimination and a winner. So your categories that you can draft on the big board tonight are 1980s, 2010s, horror, recent releases, 1990s, romance, actors and actresses, and Oscars. Go ahead and let them choose right now. We'll be back with you momentarily. We are back. Our competitors have chosen their categories. Retro, since you are behind, you'll be answering questions first. What category would you like at a 1 point value?
I mean, yeah, they'll be the same question. So I guess 90s for 1, hobby. 90s for 1, sure.
90s for 1. Question is, Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan played the leads in what 1998 film?
City of Angels.
That was correct for 1 point. What category would you like for your 2 point value?
We'll do romance.
It is. And correct me if I'm wrong, Dylan. I believe he has to hit every question out from here.
That is correct. Yeah.
So, Retro, your 2 point question in the category of romance. Name both directors who directed Singin' in the Rain.
Gene Kelly and Stanley Donen.
That's correct for 2 points. What would you like for your 3 point value?
Actors and actresses, hobby. Again, at this point, it's tomato. So, actors and actresses.
Actors and actresses it is. Your 3 point question. What actor appears in the comedies About Schmidt, The Family Stone, and Anyone But You? Four, 3.
Repeat.
That is Redshaw's final repeat. The question is, what actor appears in the comedies About Schmidt, The Family Stone, and Anyone But You?
I'm not sure if this is wrong. Congrats. I'll say Kathy Bates.
And your winner and new movie melee singles champion, Jeremy the Atom Adams. The answer was Dermot Mulroney. What a game, Dylan.
Yeah, great game. Listen, I think both competitors, I think it might have been a bit of an off day for them. Maybe it was the quick turnaround. I don't know. But hey, look, I think look, Redshaw, I mean, he may not be super happy with his performance today, but hey, I mean, at the end of the day, the fact that he was able to, I think, beat Will Cohen and then like get the belt at like in the first place, very impressive. Like I said, this is what I told myself after I lost the belt. I was like, well, you know what? From here on out, they'll always still be known as former champion, so we'll always be a champion. That's one thing we'll always know. But yeah, Jeremy played fantastic. Yeah, I mean that it was really the third and fourth round where the momentum really switched in his favor. Where honestly, there was a certain point in round 2 where after his spin and he didn't do so great with stop motion animated, I thought he was done, but he came back and yeah, it was a really, really strong dominant performance past round 2. So yeah, good for him.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead. We are going to bring in our unfortunate second place finisher, Cameron Cookie White's Redshaw. You played a phenomenal round 1, and then just round 2 kind of stutter stepped. It kind of felt like you kind of hit a bit of a molasses field, if you will, of a couple of categories and questions that just kind of tripped you up. You started to get that momentum back into the 5th round. It just kind of came down to that last question. How are you feeling about your performance and your championship?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be a little disappointed. It's just that, yeah, for some reason, round 4, I never do well in round 4. And usually I'm pretty good at deep cuts, but I just, yeah, finding the time for them this time was unfortunately difficult with outside factors. But what are you going to do? All I have to say about Jeremy is that I have nothing but competitive hatred for Jeremy the Adam Adams. No, I'm just kidding. Jeremy's an amazing competitor, a more than worthy champion. I did not expect him to do that well in recent releases. And yeah, so it couldn't have happened to a better competitor. So at least I held it for a little bit, and I think I now hold the record for the shortest amount of time with the belt. So
we'll have to get the
no one can take that from me.
We'll check. The stopwatch, it might be in your favor. We'll find out. Avi, any thoughts on the game?
Yeah, listen, this was unfortunate because, Redshaw just moved, but then he had to move back really quickly, and then because he forgot his laptop, and then he had to move back, and plus Spence stitched him, so, he had to call me, and that's not good because I don't know anything about nothing. Jeremy's a great player. Horror is a tough category. Literally no one except for really big horror people like it. Not like most, I don't know, maybe. Sorry. You know what? If horror is a category, we need to eliminate it, whatever that thing was, reference. Like, if Oscars is still a category, then horror should be gone.
Horror should be a category.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
I don't like it, so it should be gone.
Yeah, get out of here.
Sorry, was that too real?
No, but in all honesty, I'm not dissing horror. I'm saying, if it's not in your wheelhouse, it's not in your wheelhouse. There's not much you can do there. Horror is so big. There's so many of them, and most of them are bad. So, what are you gonna do? Doc, you played great. I know you're gonna beat yourself up about this a little bit, but don't. You're good. You and I talked about this briefly before you got on. Trivia's for fun. Once you put in so much work that it feels like work, it stresses you out and it eats away at you. Just take this as a time to relax. Watch movies that you want to watch. Prepare for your team's debut eventually. And yeah, great.
For sure. Well, this does mean that you came in real quick out of nowhere, and you won, and now you don't have it. So there's a very quick arc that just happened in your career. But we will see you again for sure this season. Is there anyone you're hoping to play when you come back to singles on your road back here?
Yeah, I would say the last active competitor that I would definitely consider the best in the league that I've never played is Payson. I've never played Payson in singles. I don't think I could beat Payson, but I would love to play him. And then anyone I've lost to before, I would like another crack.
Pretty small list, but yeah, no, that's fair. It's a small list, but maybe we can make it work. But we'll see you very soon. And we bring in our new Movie Melee singles champion, Jeremy the Adam Adams, something that we have not said in almost 6 years.
My God,
again, you joined a very short list of people who have won the belt multiple times, one of which your manager tonight, and then also Andrew Barr. Thoughts immediately about winning this belt and what it means to you right now?
It means a lot. I mean, obviously there was a good chunk of time where I didn't think I would ever have a chance at a shot at the multiplex singles belt again, let alone win it. So the fact that I got here, it took a while, like a few tries to get back here, but it's amazing. And you know what? 5 or 6 years and I'm double belted again. I can't believe that. It's an incredible feeling with the amount of talent. I knew Red Shaw was going to be a tough one, but just any number of guys in the league now. These young guys with much better memory than me and stuff. It's really a wonderful feeling. And it's when you're going into a match like this and there's finite hours in the day and you have things to study. I'm like, recent releases is going to come up a lot. It's going to come up in probably every match. Stop motion animation, only comes up once in a while. So I put my more time into recent releases, and I thought that was going to cost me the match, and it ended up winning me the match. So it's just, never know how these things are going to go. It's great.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's like we just said, the first, I think, Bowman's reaction to it says it all. It's been a long time. You're the first ever 2-time double belted, first person to be double belted twice.
Wow.
And to do it also with 2 different teams. Weird. Really impressive record.
I gotta think, what the biggest comeback in a match is. I feel like I've got to be up there for that.
That was crazy. I think that's the big thing that Dylan and I were really thinking watching this. Is it looked like you were just kind of cooked by the end of round 2 there. Like it looked like you were just kind of frustrated, even just kind of couldn't get that edge that you need to get back in. And then all of a sudden, deep cuts just changed everything. It was like watching you go from down on yourself and defeated to turning around and being like, all right, I got this. And build real time building confidence back up with each question. It's kind of a wild arc to see. Honestly, an impressive performance through and through.
Thank you.
Bowman, thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was really impressive to see Jeremy just keep on chugging. Hit some road bumps in the beginning and he didn't give up. He just kept moving, and then when things start to shift, then you're prepared for it and you're ready, and then just the wind started blowing our direction. I'm really proud of that. Really happy now that Judgment City can say that while both teammates were playing singles, both of them were double belted with Judgment City. I think we're the only team that can say that. So yeah, that's awesome. And like we said, Jeremy's the first person to be 2-time double belted, and that rules. It was a great match. Cameron played great.
He really did. I got to give him all. He's an incredible competitor, and it's just, if those stop motion animation questions crushed me and the horror questions crushed him. That just shows you how equal we were in terms of, everybody's got that round of questions that just kicks their butt, and it just, the way that fell within the match ended up working in my favor a little more. But what an incredible performance from him, and I really hope he doesn't take anything negative away from this match, because it's a 5-rounder. If it was a 3-rounder, it would have been very different. So you should really take heart in that.
For sure. With that, you are the champion. You will be playing at Mayhem at the Multiplex 7. When you first, which the last time you were at a Mayhem was Mayhem at the Multiplex 1.
Was it 1 or 2? I'm not sure.
1 or 2. It's been either 1 or 2.
Yeah.
One of the first 2 Mayhems ever. So it's been a minute since you've been in that arena. You'll be making your first defense against the winner of the Summer Series tournament. Is there anyone you're hoping wins that tournament that you'll get to face at Mayhem?
I'd like to see one of the new guys, somebody who hasn't been at that title spot yet. It would be really awesome to face somebody who hasn't been there. I mean, always, to get redemption against somebody like Payson is always great, but I just think to have somebody new would be the best thing that I would hope for. Let's give them their first shot and have a great match.
For sure. Dylan's giving me the actually. I recognize Judgment Singles last year. I meant singles. But congratulations, Jeremy. We'll see you guys at Mayhem. thank you guys for watching. What a chaotic evening of trivia we've had tonight, but I think it was worth it. I think we had 2 phenomenal title matches back to back. Thoughts on the evening, Dylan?
Yeah, crazy stuff. But 2 fantastic matches. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see where how the reign of Jeremy goes from here, because I know so far this year the titles has been kind of been playing hot potato with the belt ever since Boatman lost it. It's like everyone has got the belt and then lost it in the next match. We'll see if Jeremy can break that streak in his next match, and I look forward to it.
Absolutely.
And to seeing the match, not to seeing him lose it. I don't want to say that. Just clarifying that.
No, absolutely. I'm excited to see what happens next. I think Movie Melee has been very exciting this year. And to see what we have at Mayhem and what's in store for what's next, you guys don't even know what's coming this summer. Stay tuned. It's going to be one hell of a weekend. You'll find out very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. For everyone here, that has been Jeremy. That has been Redshaw. That has been Boatman. That has been Javi. That was Will and Spence and everyone. You saw a lot of people. That's Dylan. I've been Caleb, and this has been Movie Melee. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
If it take a minute. Bye.